I'll be blunt. We aren't profitable at this point. Amazon has been extremely supportive of Twitch.
Hello, I am Squalid Gamer and I wanted to talk about what is happening at Twitch. The man we saw was Dan Clancy, which is actually the CEO of Twitch and recently partnered because he was declined the partnership even though he's the CEO, and he was basically telling us what has been like the worst kept secret of all time, which is that Twitch is not profitable and is not actually making any money. It's actually costing Amazon money to be maintained. Now, why am I talking about this? Because recently Twitch laid off something about 500 workers here in the post that they put out about the firing that happened at Twitch. They said that it's just over 500 people across Twitch that lost their jobs. Basically, I just wanted to put in context, why is this happening? How is Twitch not making any money? Like, is it possible? I mean, I go into Twitch and I see ads everywhere. How is it not making money? Now, even though Twitch has a pretty large audience, and it is, according to Stream Hatchet, which is an aggregate of analytics basically in the streaming world, it is the biggest streaming platform to this day and is actually growing instead of getting smaller. Twitch doesn't really have a lot of avenues to make profit, even though it has, for example, bits, subscribers, and the ad revenue. It is way different than how YouTube works in terms of ads. Let's take, for example, the ads on YouTube. They work with Google Ads and Google AdSense, meaning that Google basically knows everything about you. And when they show you an ad, the ad that they show you is basically curated to match your interests. So you will always see ads that are kind of relevant to you in some way or another. Now, Twitch doesn't really have a lot of data collection from their users. They just know basically what you like to see, but they don't know anything about you because they don't have data collection. Now, when you go on Twitch and you make an account, you basically say what's your username, you give them your email, you create a password, maybe your age, and that's it. Twitch doesn't really have a lot of information about their users, so the ads that they can serve is basically out of a pool of everybody that's buying ads on Twitch. And that's why the ads on Twitch are terrible, because they are mostly not focused on the users of the platform. It's pretty bad, and that's why Twitch cannot sell ads as expensive as YouTube can. The people that promote their products on YouTube pay more than what they pay to promote their products on Twitch, and they prefer to pay more on YouTube because they know that their product will be advertised to the person that basically the product is aimed at. Instead, in Twitch, they just get served to everybody indiscriminately almost. That leaves us with bits and subs. Bits are basically donations that Twitch is trying to get a cut from, and subs, which they take 50% for them and 50% to the streamers. Now, the platforms that are dedicated to video platforming, they actually incurred in a lot of costs because video is really expensive to provide, let's say, in the internet, because they have to do transcoding, which is basically make the same video available in different, resolutions, right? They have to like transform it actively to serve it at different resolutions, and they have to provide it to a lot of people and store it for a lot of time, which is a problem at Twitch, because if we see on stream charts, which is also a site that evaluates, let's say, the performance of streaming platforms, we can see that Twitch has 64,000 partners, 2.2 million affiliates, and those are the people that Twitch is actively making money from, right? They are the people that have subscriptions active and bits active, and that they can monetize their viewers reliably. Now, the people that stream on Twitch that don't have access to monetization tools are 20 million, meaning that Twitch is providing services of storage and video processing to 20 million people, of which they're not getting any value from. Okay, so that's why Twitch is not profitable, because they incur in a lot of expenses and they don't really have realistic ways of monetizing a lot of the money that they spend providing the service. Now, one of the measures that they're taking, and what Dan Clancy said in this live stream, which was basically a 1 hour Q&A session with the community, is that what they're trying to do is make Twitch profitable, right? They want to make money, and they Amazon, the only thing they want is for Twitch to make the money and stop spending their money. So what they're trying to do is cut costs in all of the fronts that they can. And they've been doing that for a long time. They reduced the revenue split from 70-30 for partners, for a lot of partners, to 50-50 across the board. And they were trying to, let's say, get all partners to that 50-50. And they've been improving ever since. Now, they recently have been doing a lot of other things. For example, going outside of South Korea. They are not really working in South Korea, and that is because the South Korean government is actually pushing more for platforms that are local and they are national, right? So what they're trying to do is cut costs on national live streaming platforms, and since Twitch is foreign, the network fees were way too expensive for them to reliably maintain, given that they're spending a lot of money. So they had to, let's say, pull out of South Korea, and they were working with streamers there and with personnel there to, let's say, make sure that they were left in good hands and not left them up to dry. Now, other things that they have been doing is, aside from, let's say, removing the 70-30 revenue split, is firing people. They've been on a firing, let's say, spree from last year, actually. Here we have some news from the 20th of March, 2023, where they actually let go just over 400 people. So less than a year ago, Twitch already took a lot of their workforce and they made cuts to how many workers they had. They are right now, let's say this is January 10th, they also let go just over 500 people. So I think it's pretty safe to say that around 1,000 people have been let go from Twitch in less than a year. Now, this is pretty significant, and obviously heart goes out to everybody that lost their jobs at Twitch. It sucks. Now, Dan Clancy on this live stream said that they've been working with the people that are going to be let go to provide, let's say, some sort of help to them. They are still on the company for 2 more months at a minimum with benefits and everything, but it's still, in the end, they are out of a job, right? They're going to have to go and look for a new job. This sucks, but this makes sense if you are Twitch and you're bleeding money. They need the money that they were spending on not just salaries, but also health insurance and benefits and everything like that. If we go here, for example, Glassdoor, now I've never seen this site in detail before, but this is roughly an information about how much money people make in this company. I'll take it with a very big grain of salt. But if, let's say, an average Twitch employee makes 100 grand a month, that means that in 1 year, they have reduced $100 million of expenses because they had to pay these employees, right? And that means next year, they will have $100 million of expenses that they didn't have to incur, right? This is pretty substantial. And I don't know if this will make Twitch profitable, but it certainly is a step in the right direction. What they're trying to do then is help the platform be sustainable, help the platform run with the people that they need it to run. And this is really a trend that we've seen in all of the tech industry. They've been laying off people like crazy because they overhired during the pandemic, and that is pretty crazy. Now, as sad as this may be, Twitch has been doing things to, let's say, improve the experience of being on Twitch and being a streamer with things like the Partner Plus program, where you can obtain a 70-30 split if your community, let's say, contributes for you to get the sub points for 3 months in a row. And they have removed the limitation for multi-streaming, meaning that you now can, let's say, broadcast everywhere if you wanted to, which is pretty good. I mean, we never thought that this was going to happen, but it is pretty good to see them being more lenient with those things, because I mean, if you can, let's say, branch out to other platforms, it's all the better for you, right? So that's it. That's all I wanted to say. I hope you're good. I hope everything is okay. And like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.